Hello, my dear transforming souls. Welcome to Mighty Soul. I am Mounika. I'm so glad to have you all here. Today, let's discuss about relationships, especially romantic relationships. Because young generation today are slowly starting to lose their belief in lifelong relationships or a successful marriage. Is there a reason for that? Of course, there is. So, without any further ado, let's jump straight into the relationship world now. Let's first address what exactly relationship is. Two people coming together to share a friendly or loving connection with each other. In any relationship, people behave with each other in a certain way to maintain the bond. When the definition is so straightforward, what's the problem then? The problem here is our human minds always try to make things complicated and dramatic. No wonder why we love dramatic movies and serials and series, and these movies become super successful, especially if they contain broken or troubled relationships. Would you agree with me? Yeah? Yeah. And also, unfortunately, most important subjects like these are never taught in schools and also universities. Elders teach us, but again, many don't implement them in their own lives. They are only restricted to preachings, unfortunately. Why is that so? Because everybody has their preconditioned notions, judgments, beliefs on this whole relationship concept, and always people tend to blame good or bad fate. So, according to you, what's the first and foremost obstacle in a relationship? For me, it is expectation. Is it practically possible to not expect anything from a person you love? No, duh, that's a dumb question, right? We all expect and we can expect. But should there be a direction and limit for the expectations? Oh, yeah. You need to keep an eye out on your expectations and the nature of your expectations without any doubt, okay? Now let's discuss what are the most common things that people expect in a romantic relationship. Romantic relationship as in the relationship between a couple, husband and wife, two males, two females, a boyfriend, girlfriend, partners, or anyone when there is a love between two people. Here are the four types of expectations. Number 1, 24/7 love shower. Number 2, expressionless understanding. Number 3, hit good qualities, flop improvements. 4, easy comparisons. So now let's discuss each of them in detail. The first one, 24/7 love shower. During the initial phase of relationships, it is obvious that people only put the best foot forward, right? You need not see the other person entirely, neither will you have an option to see the other person entirely, because in the initial phase of the relationship, you obviously don't stay with the other person, hence you only know certain details, or you would only know what the other person is willing to show you. That's all. Besides that, the other person's frustration, irritation, insecurities, vulnerabilities, no, all of them will not be visible to you because the amount of time that you spend with each other is very less. Hence, you would make sure that whatever the amount of time that you spend with each other is only qualitative and also loving and adorable. And that's the exact reason why we only tend to see so much of love in the initial phases of relationship. But people would always time and again complain that you were so lovable to me in the first days of our relationship or the first year of our marriage. What happened now? Is the love gone? Or are you changed? But no, that's not the case. The first couple of years and the first couple of days, people try to only show the loving side of themselves. That's the problem here. And this particular expectation brings in lots of sadness in many relationships. Number 2, expressionless understanding. Many people often tend to expect that the other person should understand all their feelings without we expressing them properly. But why does anyone do that? Because we do not like to show our vulnerabilities. So how can we expect that the other person can understand all the feelings that are inside us without even we expressing it to the other person? It's practically not possible, guys, because everybody have their respective lives and also respective minds. There are so many things that are going on in each mind that it is sometimes hard to understand or look at things from the other person's perspective. Always be vocal about what your expectations are. In that case, you will be setting the ground straight so that it would be easy for both of you to walk on that path. Right? Now, point number 3, hit good qualities and flop improvements, which is nothing but when you accept a person into your life, for some reason, we accept only the good qualities of that person. But what about the other wings of the person? Like the other person's own insecurities, the other person's own beliefs, judgments, vulnerabilities, and their thoughts, their actions, their behavior. There are a lot other things besides the good qualities. Just how you have so and so number of years of opinions, mindset, and also a lot of insecurities, vulnerabilities, the other person will also have the same. So whenever the other person is coming into your life, you would unconsciously stay in the initial phase of your relationship where the other person only show the love angle or the love wing of themselves. But only when you start living together, or only when you go deeper into the relationship, that's when the other person will show their own vulnerabilities. They would become comfortable to be vulnerable when you are around, and they wouldn't mind sharing their insecurities, they wouldn't mind sharing their thoughts, opinions about a lot of things. That's okay. So understand that whenever you are accepting a person into your life, it's not just the loving that you are accepting from the person. Understand that it's an entire package. You will have to deal with this entire package for the rest of your life, but the same is applicable to you as well. You will also have to work on your improvements because the other person is accepting you as a whole package as well, right? The other person is not just accepting your good qualities, right? So it's a very important point. And point number 4, easy comparisons. Somehow in the initial days, we always tend to compare our partners to others, and we would say how wonderful our partner is, right? We would say again and again to our own self, saying, oh my god, I'm so blessed, oh my god, I'm so lucky, oh my god. But maybe couple of years later or couple of months later, why do we say that, oh my god, why did I get this person? The problem here is, earlier we compare our partner with not so great people and we would say our partner is the best. But eventually we would start comparing our spouses or partners with the best people, and we would say, oh my god, you're not so great, or I would have chosen someone better. So initially it's more like acceptance, and now it's more like resistance. With this, we have come to an end. Hope this has given enough clarity on how and why relationships aren't working so well off late. I would suggest you to listen to this for the next 3 days and thereafter at least once a week, and relate these points to your real life and see what are the immediate changes that you can make in your relationship for you to experience happiness, joy, and inner peace. Remember, my dear, one great relationship can make you stronger, confident, happy, healthy, successful, positive, and a lot more. Do not underestimate a value of a relationship, and especially your partner, your spouse, or your better half. And your spouse is mostly the only person that would stay for the longest period in your lifetime. So make sure that you are putting your 100% efforts and your expectations are always reasonable and directed in a particular direction. Also, whenever you find time, educate your spouse on these things. Having said all that, please value your relationship with me by subscribing to this channel and hitting that like button. And also, please do share this with all your family members and friends, as you never know who gets benefited out of this. Thank you for all your love and support. See you in the next video. Thank you.